Yo, what's going on, everyone? It's DLloyd. So today, the Phoenix Suns, just 9 days before the start of the regular season, they have fired general manager Ryan McDonough, and clearly this is a move that you would not like having so short before the start of the regular season. Like I said, we are just 9 days away from tip-off, and you get rid of your general manager. Now, a lot of people within the organization haven't been too fond of him over the past few years. He has been there since 2013, so 5 years with the team. Of course, hasn't had a lot of success when it comes to building via trade and building via draft picks. So far, we know that Devin Booker, he basically is tired of losing. He also came out and basically said that if they didn't start trying to get a better team, he was going to leave. This was before, of course, he signed his long-term deal that he just signed over the summer. They did draft DeAndre Ayton, who I think is a slam dunk pick, but you don't really get a lot of credit for that because he was the clear-cut number one. Pretty much any team that had the number one pick was going to go after DeAndre Ayton. He was the safest pick at that spot and also had a lot of potential at that spot. So you don't get a lot of credit. You have a lot of misses in the past few years. Mainly Alex Len really didn't do anything for the Phoenix Suns. You have a lot of misses. And then on top of all that, one thing that you did do this offseason was you got rid of a point guard and have no other point guard of that caliber on your roster, which means you are literally without a point guard. Yes, your system may not ask for a traditional point guard in that sense, but you still don't have a solid point guard, a point guard that you could throw out there and rely on for 82 games during the regular season. Your hopes were that you could trade for a point guard before the start of the season, but by doing that, you put yourself in a situation where teams are going to ask for a lot more because they know you don't have a point guard. It's just simply supply and demand. If you don't have one, we have a point guard. We're not going to give them to you cheap, especially when we are competing with you. We're going to ask for a lot. Teams have been asking for a first-round draft pick. If you have the Phoenix Suns first-round pick, that's going to be a lottery selection. Even though the Suns do have a core now, they will be getting better throughout the years. It's still going to be a lottery selection. So that is a high draft pick to give up for a point guard. You will want to get a high-caliber point guard back. Simply is not happening. And 9 days before the season, it looks like they're going to go into the regular season without a point guard unless they can somehow pull something off before then. So things really weren't looking good. They decided to go ahead and make the change now before they get into the regular season. So they have an interim general manager, which was the assistant GM. He will be stepping in as the interim. They're looking at some guys to fill in. Kevin McHale, he is somebody who is popping up as a possible prospect right now. They reached out to Steve Nash. Steve Nash doesn't want to join and be the day-to-day person. He doesn't mind helping. He doesn't mind being an advisor. Steve Nash doesn't want to be their day-to-day. So it's going to be tough for them to go ahead and try to find somebody. James Jones is a person that also came up. David Griffin, the old Cleveland Cavaliers general manager, is also another name. For the Phoenix Suns, they feel that they have a strong nucleus of young players. Although they don't have a point guard, they have a strong nucleus, mainly Devin Booker, mainly, of course, DeAndre Ayton. You also have Josh Jackson, who is coming on a little bit now. So you have a very strong nucleus of players that you can build on. But you can't miss this opportunity. So it's very important for them to actually get in a general manager that knows what they're doing, has a vision for the team 4 or 5 years down the line. Because this team is one of those teams that can sneak up and maybe they can make a run. Of course, once your current teams, once your Golden State Warriors start falling off, OKC Thunder start falling off, Houston Rockets, that's when the Suns kind of start to ascend, and then maybe they can make a run. So this is a very important few years for Phoenix. They need to get whoever they hire as general manager right. I don't blame them at all for parting with the current general manager in Ryan McDonough. I don't think that was a bad move, simply because he really hasn't put the best product out there. A lot of his trades have been questionable. A lot of his draft picks have also been questionable. You need to go ahead and get somebody who can hit a little bit more than they've been currently hitting on a lot of these transactions. But you guys let me know how you guys feel about this in the comment section below. Was it a good decision for the Phoenix Suns to part ways with Ryan McDonough literally just 9 days before the start of the season? And if so, who do you think should be on the short list of possible replacements for that general manager position. You guys let me know how you guys feel about that in the comment section below. It's your boy DLloyd, and I'm see y'all next time. Peace.